And now, it's here, baby. Part 2 of Victory Monday. Cowboys stand tall or not at all. We had some good news about Overshawn, Rebel, and some more characters. But come on, Cowboy Nation, stand tall. Cowboys second place in the NFC East. Shooting for that first place spot. It's good to catch them from behind. Let's go. Cowboys Victory Monday talk, part 2. Come on with it. One thing we all adore, something worth dying for. There's nothing but pain. We stuck in this game, searching for fortune in vain. Come on with it. Let go. 5, 4.
Dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same.
Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Absolutely. No San Fran audio, baby. And as this room fill up, be sure to hit that like button, share this content. Yeah. And 1. Come on. To the window, to the wall. Come on, baby. Appreciate you. Sadiq Charles in the building. Shout out to you. One of the mods over there. Yes, indeed. We back. Yes, indeed. In the words of CFT, like we never stopped. I believe that's the saying, right? We back like we never stopped or something like that. Come on with it, Cowboy Nation. As we continue to grind to shine, look into my eyes. I am your captain now. And Cowboy Nation, we are here. Shout out to you, Sergeant Thomas. Appreciate you. Salute to all of the Thomases out there. We keep the promise. The Thomases. And with that being said, the Cowboys are 3-1, right? 3-3-1. Is that our record? 3-3-1. It's time to go on this winning spree. We got Broncos next, but we got to enjoy the moment, what we can see now. Dak Prescott is playing out of his mind, and I love that, Cowboy Nation, and you all should love that too. Let's listen to Brian Baldinger.
Here comes CD in motion, 3rd and 1, right? Dak and Brian Schottenheimer are cooking. Now just count along with me. 1, 2, 3. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, throw. Like the timing is.
Did y'all see that? Now that's that West Coast stuff. Hey, there ain't no hitch. There's no comeback. 1, 2, 3. Looking like Joe Montana in this mug, you know. And I'm not calling Dak that, but man, his numbers up there.
Motion, 3rd and 1, right? Dak and Brian Schottenheimer are cooking.
Look
now
at that
just
cooking.
count along with me. 1, 2, 3. Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3, throw.
Yeah.
Like the timing is unreal.
Let me tell you something about the hamstrings and the lower body extremities. You throw more with your legs than anything on your body. And look at his plant foot and look at his drive leg and all of that. And watch how that ball get up out of there. Dak been working.
Schottenheimer are
Watch
cooking.
this.
Now just count along with me. 1, 2, 3. Ready?
Watch this.
1,
QB school. 1, 2, 3.
throw.
Yeah.
Like the timing is
See that
unreal
drive foot?
right now. You watch Pickens up at the top right here, right? You watch Dak now.
Throwing
watch him make
mechanics.
the throw.
1, 2,
2.
Yeah.
Pitch,
Look at that
throw.
drive leg. Yeah.
Like the ball is out, and there's a receiver ready to go get it.
That's snapping that ball around. Those are things that you can see, like, when you start looking at feet and all of that. Most quarterback got good feet, the good ones. They got good feet work. And some people say footwork, but I'm calling feet because you got to have your drive leg, and then you got to have your plant foot, and then you throw. You throw with your head and your shoulders and all of that, but you throw more with your legs, right? And just like this, in Toxic Tom and Dr. Q, you know, and most of those that's in the chat, they shoot with rifles and guns and stuff. You don't shoot like this. You know what I'm saying? Where your head go, you pretty much flooring, you know. and you got your eyes on your target, and that's what we're seeing out of Dak Prescott is his follow through is there as well. So that's not by mistake, that's by design. One of the things that Dak Prescott, listening into some of his stories from Tad and from stories from, on ways that the quarterback himself and documentaries out there, his mom was hard on him. Yeah, his mom was really hard on him. May she rest in peace. And she taught him protect the ball at all costs. And they used to scrape up as much change, as loose change as they could find, money under the seat, the couch, and put this young man in Peyton Manning's quarterback school. Yeah. So what I'm getting at, invest in your little ones. Invest in your offsprings because it's paying off, and even though 10 years later into his career, you can see some of the things, and I'm not saying that he's picking up for what he learned almost 30 years ago. Well, no, he's just 30, so almost 20 years ago. 18 years ago. And these things are picking up because muscle memory is a real thing. Let's listen to the most of Brian Baldinger's report here.
Throw. 1, 2, hitch, throw.
Yeah.
Like the ball is out. And
It's
there's
hard
a
to defend
receiver
that.
ready to go get it. All right, now you
It's
watch
hard.
this right here. There's a CD up here, okay? Again, max protection, play action, max it up.
Yeah.
Right?
Watch this.
And here comes
That ball
CD
up
right
out
here
of
down the middle
cannon.
of the field. Hand up. All right, collision right there.
Cannon.
74 yards. There's Pickens and CD.
Yeah.
Like, they're both 1A wide receivers. I mean, together. But the timing, here's Dak. 7 steps, hitch,
Watch your feet. Yeah.
throw. Let it fly.
Delivery
Right?
on there. Yeah.
CD's back in action. The offense is even more powerful. But it's play to play to play. 3rd and 12. Watch Ferguson right
Third
here.
and long,
1, 2,
John.
3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hitch. Throw to Ferguson. It doesn't matter who he's throwing to.
That
Like,
hitch,
here
that
comes
snap.
motion across.
Yeah.
2nd and 17. 31 seconds to go in the half.
Hey, when we were talking about this last season, people were saying, well, they was 3 and something with Dak last year. And remember right before camp, he was in his boot, and we were like, hey, something ain't right with his throws. And Dak is strong. That joker is stronger than an ox. Last year, if you pull up side-by-side tape, I think he was throwing with his upper body. Believe it or not, he wasn't putting no swat action, no leg action, whip, contort his body, and being able to move that ball, even though we won against the Browns, which was a very tall task, especially asking Tyler Guyton to try to slow down Myles Garrett because you can't stop him. But this year, you can tell the difference and see the difference from his mechanics. He's a little bit more springier in his run. I got a chance to, my PR absolutely had a chance to talk to Sarah, his lady, fiance, right? They engaged, right? Or they already married. One of those things. But she got a chance to talk to her, and she said, what did you change out of Dak Prescott? And she said, basically, we went away with sugar. Yeah. Dak was a sucker for sugar and carbs. He loved bread and all of that stuff. And if you look at Dak Prescott's face, and I'm not trying to be a health consultant here, but if you look at his face, it's more sharper now, right? And I'm not trying to get counseled over here. So allegedly, sugar creates inflammation. It creates those. It wears down the muscle tissues and all of this stuff that your body's supposed to have naturally, but it fights against it. So just by him cutting out a lot of that sugar, a lot of those carbs and stuff like that, he probably eat that those other strands of spaghetti. Not you guys get what I'm saying, right? Not to get into the absolute dishes that he eat. But he cut away sugar, he cut away the carbs, and he looking a little bit sharper. He looking a little bit more smoother, out there. And he is going through it, and he is running. And he have less inflammation and all of this stuff in his body. And he for a quarterback to be in a better shape of his life 5 to 6 years into his career, or 10 years into his career is everything. Yeah. Dr. Sebi told y'all. Yeah, Dramatic. Allegedly, man. Hey, Facebook about to take me down for saying all of this. They don't want all of that truth out there.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. There it is. To Pickens against Lattimore. And then with 2 seconds to go. All right?
Cauliflower pizza. That's what I'm about to say, because he liked pizza and he liked spaghetti and all that stuff. Cauliflower pizza. Who had cauliflower pizza before? I mean, it's the same thing almost, but I guess it's supposed to be overall better for you than all of that other stuff. It just slipped my mind. I'm like, okay, Dak, I'm going to try the Dak diet, But here's Dak right here, and this is red zone. Watch what he do here.
They went 72 yards in 4 plays, including this hitch and throw to Ferguson right here. Hitch.
He can run it in if he wanted to.
Throw.
But
and Dak,
not to take the necessary hit.
Pump your fist. Give me a Jersey Shore fist pump right here.
There we go.
Like, that offense is cooking. And Dak is a big part of it. The timing is amazing.
No doubt. So his timing is great. Cauliflower. I'm country, man, so I might be saying it all wrong. Gluten-free, Law. Yeah, gluten-free. Yeah. Gluten can do all type of crazy stuff to your body. Toxic Tom says, I'm vegan. Okay. No booze or weed. Oh, I want to live a long time. Well, you try to catch up with Jerry, huh, Toxic Tom? Well, and Jerry eat everything that you don't supposed to eat, But I guess he got that Bohemian Grove Illuminati funds, man, that we are trying to all obtain over here at Cowboy Nation. But for those who tuning in for the very first time, yes. Where Roy is? Somebody put Roy in the chat. Roy, you like that sound? Roy, this is my guy, Roy. For those who tuning in to this episode, we didn't get a chance to talk about it on the, we talked about it on the previous one, but just in case if you tuning in to this one, DeMarvion Overshown, he got a lot of wider now, right? I ain't gonna say what I said in the last video. He got wider now. He got the robotic arm brace that Tyra Smith used to have on his leg. And hopefully that can help him out. In the States here, DeMarvion Overshown is expected to have his 21-day window, practice window open this week with the Monday Night Football at the Raiders following the bye week. And his targeted to return is a situation for us. He's a dynamic playmaker. Matter of fact, I think they did their rankings last season, and I thought that he ranked 3rd out of all of the linebackers in the NFC, something like that. Or he ranked top 5 or top 15. You guys, if y'all have it, y'all let me know in the chat. And that's DeMarvion Overshown. We overly need him. We definitely need Overshown to get here in the mix, even though I'm about to say K9. I'm still gonna call him Kenny Clark, not Kenny Clark, but Kenneth Murray. And if he have 3 games like he had the last game, then he can get that K9. But when I held that 9, then he can get that name. But for right now, I'm not finna call him no nickname for right now. Yes, indeed. Dre Greenlaw from the Broncos got 1 game suspension from the NFL, so we don't have to worry about him. I don't think he was even playing this year, was he? Was he even playing this year? There were some reports too, by the way, of we're gonna go over that. We're gonna go over that in a few seconds here. But when you have, let me tell y'all how cold-blooded I want people to be, Tony. Appreciate you, Law Nation, the best in the business. I try to be. But I want y'all to be cold-blooded just like this. When the opposition stare you in the face, I want y'all to be able to just stare back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He liked you.
Let him go.
She. knee. Man, I've been moving around. He would have had me for supper. You know what I'm saying? Especially after he licked me. But it is for what it is, and it could be AI. All right? But, we gave BTA sessions. That is to the Commanders. Shout out to them for always saying, we want Dallas. We want Dallas. Well, they got Dallas, right? And it's crazy. They was considered the favorites before we played them. And after we played them, and everybody said, oh, man, they just the Washington, man. They just commodes, man. Y'all supposed to flush them, man. They didn't have Terry McLaurin. Oh, they didn't have Debo Samuels, right? As if those boys were doing something before they played us, And how many years Terry McLaurin been in the National Football League? And even with Terry McLaurin, the results always been the same. It's not like this was his first year or second year with the Washington team. Because when you have 4 out there on the field, we do things that we own the NFC Ace, right? So get them whips, man. Hey, try to put that little hand back there. What that hand gonna do? What that hand? Lean forward. Get him. Yeah. So highest winning percentage versus own division. Dak Prescott is up there. Now, granted, Pat Mahomes is beating the brakes off of his divisions. Here's what I can say about what's special with Dak Prescott and Roger Staubach. Let's be real, man. Who the Kansas City Chiefs play every year? It's not like they get it. They're not like they was in a tough and difficult division there. Dare I say. Come on with it, man. Come on with it. And Tom Brady, as long as he played, it's not like when he first started that the Jets were somebody and the Bills were somebody and the Dolphins were somebody. We had the toughest division in the National Football League. Say what you want, but our division, everybody got them rings with an S. Nobody else can say that. But neither here nor there. It's going to be a long way to catch up with Pat. Because Pat, 8.854 is crazy. All right, so this was the unbelievable news yesterday of Coach Jerry, owner Jerry, GM Jerry, all of the Jerrys. We're talking about, for those who worried about George Pickens, Cowboys' future because he shared the same agent as Micah. This is what Jerry Jones had to say.
Don't pay any attention to that at all. No attention to that at all. And too much was made of that. Okay?
I'm going to paraphrase for it.
That the agent actually had something to do with the ultimate decision of where we were.
It took him 10 years to come up with the word decision, but all right, so in shorts, what he's saying is that it's nothing personal between the agent. It's nothing that's going to get in the way with George Pickens. It had nothing to do with X, Y, and Z. That if he wanted to get this deal done with Pickens to Dallas, it can be possible. Now, I haven't checked, but let me double check, discount it, but bear with me. Over the cap, and we're going to go down. Cowboys got $30 million. The way Pickens performed this year, I don't want him to go fool around and say, hey, we can go to the Commanders. They got $26 million. Patriots can sign anybody they want to. The Lions, the 49ers, the Browns, they got money. And they can sign whoever they want. Can you imagine if we be stubborn in all of our ways here and Pickens have another silver and blue on, but it'll be the Lions? I don't want that to happen. Or do I want him to play with the Commanders or the Commodes? But he's having fun here, and we're going to talk about that as well. But I just want to bring that home to you all. So this was Brian Broaddus, during the Cowboys post-game show, a fan asked Dallas if Dallas is still making a trade. And this is what's from Brian Broaddus.
I wanted to ask you guys, do y'all think, y'all may hear some things. I know there's tons of rumors. Do you think the Cowboys are still looking to trade?
Yes.
I know you can't mention any names.
Yes.
But, okay. Any positions you think in particular on the defense?
I think that they're very open to trying to help the middle of their defense, and I mean the middle is the defensive tackles. I think is something that
I'm gonna have to look that up on Spot Rack, the cash spent though. But I know we spend less in cash. You're right, Toxic.
they kind of have an idea, but I'm thinking about the linebacker spot. I'm thinking about the safety spot as well. They think they're probably going to get their corners back in line on that, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a defensive lineman or a linebacker being shopped around that they might be interested in.
Oh. I can live with what the DB's playing like if we can create more pressure. If I would not be mad because Brian Broaddus, he do get some inside information. Hell, he's in the building. He know how to talk to some folks, right? And he's a former scout, by the way. Shout out to Brian Broaddus. If he's hearing something like interior-wise, in the middle of the field-wise, I'm all down for it. I would love for us to update in the middle of the field. Look. People talk about front seven. Well, part of your front seven will always be a linebacker. Will always be your three techs, your one techs of the world. Come on, Jeffrey Simmons. Come on, man. Look, Cowboys, if we get Jeffrey Simmons, and I get it, we all want to take a dump on Osa. But, man, Osa would be a nice little rotation to come in right after Jeffrey Simmons or vice versa. It doesn't matter. The better you are inside, the better it will be on the outside of a victory. And if we can create that type of thing, man, it'll be nice for us. Oh, yeah, it'll be nice for us because you can do so much when you get penetration from the inside. Yes, if you shoot through A gap, B gap, and able to penetrate, get to the quarterback, hit him, knock him out, and if you force a quarterback to the right or the left, the pocket will always be your best friend if you can climb the pocket. But if there's no climbable pocket and you can force and funnel a quarterback to his left or right, you control the most of the game. In the middle of the field, if you can get a linebacker that can go hook to flats and really cover, oh, my God, this team can be a whole lot better and will be a whole lot better. And if we can continue to have mixed zones and mixed pressures and mixed man-to-man and give variations and not just be so stubborn and playing someone only in zone, then we can be even better. Come on with it. Can Bo Nix scramble? This is from Elbert. Yeah, he can scramble. He can move. Yeah. Most quarterbacks nowadays, they got a little pep to their step.
That was a fluke situation. But certainly we're not expecting Trayvon to be out there.
Have you learned what exactly happened?
Well,
I can barely hear him, so I'm just going to read the transcript. This is Jerry Jones on the accident about Trayvon Diggs. He's at home with a concussion, prevented from playing from Sunday. But according to the situation there, it was a fluke accident or a fluke situation. Jones expect him to be ready next week. Now, a lot of people were asking me, Law, what was that thing you were going to say? And I didn't want to touch on it because I didn't want to say something then it wasn't really that. But when you take away Trayvon Diggs, and if you get other guys who's buying into what Matt Eberflus is saying, sometimes you tend to play better. You tend to trust the communication better, opposed to someone who's already within the confines of the system, of the older system. Remember, You got to have guys to buy into your system. And what I wanted to say was Trayvon Diggs. So two things can't be true. Trayvon Diggs spoke about, I'm trying to be very, very correct when I say this. He spoke about the instant grits. Matt Eberflus said, I don't like grits, right? He spoke about, hey, we play man. Well, lo and behold, everything that Trayvon Diggs said what the Cowboys should do, they did it, but he wasn't out there on the field. Now, he ain't getting Wally pipped or nothing of that nature. But one thing I can tell you is the secondary looked better without him. Don't shank me with the butter knife. Y'all know. Mama Diggs, Brother Diggs, Chosen Diggs, which is his son, and as well as Aiden Diggs. I love all of the Diggs, you know what I'm saying? But can y'all dig what I'm saying is sometimes a step back can be a step forward is all I'm saying. Yeah. Mike says I'm dancing it's a real thin line. Believe it or not, Mike. It's thinner than a thinnest line, you know. So it's a real thin line because we talked about coaches and the way they have to change in the modern day time. Like Bill Parcells wouldn't be able to be a coach in modern day time. They would counsel him for calling the player she. And shout out to him. Terry Glenn was a dog, right? But he said he's too soft. Look, if y'all think that I'll be going at Jalen Tolbert, if Jalen Tolbert he probably wouldn't even make the team if Bill Parcells was here. Think about how good Terry Glenn was and how hard Bill Parcells coached him to step it up and man up a little bit. He called him Shay. Terry Glenn was a dog, man. And one can argue that if we are to compare Terry Glenn to Jalen Tolbert, that's like comparing the East to the West. They completely different on what they can do as far as the impact out there on the field. Yeah, Daniel says Dallas played 48% man coverage yesterday. That's good. And we keep that balance going. Yeah. But y'all get what I'm saying. So these coaches and being rough on guys these days, they run to these outlets now and they'll cry. They'll cry. Paul says Terry Glenn was nice. Yeah. He called Terrell Owens a player. And for the basketball reference, was it Bob Knight? What was his name that threw the chairs out there on the court? He would get mad, you know. But what's his name? Knight something. His name tipping my tongue too. But them old school coaches, it don't exist in modern day time, you know. R.I.P. to Glenn. And yeah. At all. They very different players, by the way. I just wanted to bring home of the mindset and the mentality. Right? Here we go right here.
Dak Prescott hasn't looked better in his whole career right now.
No doubt.
And I mean, to put that in perspective, his QBR is higher than Lamar Jackson in 2019 when he won the MVP. I mean, that's how well Dak Prescott is playing right now. And listen, this is a guy that's in total control. He's healthy. He's seeing the field.
Let the AI speak on it.
G Cuddy $9.99. Can we bench Elam? He is poop doo-doo.
And in the words of John Machota, who you going to put in his place? Now, Carson's, we got to see him back out there on the field. Bridges, he had some Try Bridges, he had some hey plays. And there's really no one else. We raise the blade thin right now. And Elam, believe it or not, as terrible as he been, He played his better game last night, or yesterday. Played his better game. And there was a bull sugar call on a PI. I think he covered that pretty well. And the sunlight was just there. And the aficionado said, man, look, he couldn't cover that. Look, he covered the guy so well that Alex Kemp and his company of aficionados said, just throw the damn flag. Just throw the flag on them boys. Yes, indeed. Because, yeah. Bobby Knight, former Indiana coach. Basketball coach. Yeah. Them coaches no longer exist, right? Shoot. Yeah. And who was the coach that locked people up in the damn closet because they had a concussion? I forgot his name. They used to do some crazy stuff, man. Shout out to my coach too, man. My coach used to do some crazy stuff, man. Yeah. Like, for example, our coach, if we lost, we used to if we lost in a track meet or a football game, you know how they give in the small towns, they pull up to like these little, we used to have awards. I think it was in I forgot where awards was at, in a small little county, small little city. And this joker will order 50 damn hamburgers, no condiments. We were like, hey, coach, man, no condiments, man. Where the ketchup at? Yeah, you running so slow, you don't need the ketchup, Yeah, mustard maybe next time, So coach, you do some crazy stuff, man. Yeah, may he rest in peace, Doc Woods, man. He'll order 40 to 50 hamburgers, no condiments, salt, no fries, what I'm saying? Fries, no salt, I meant to say, and all water. But when we won a game, shoot, we had condiments, man. We had all type of stuff, man. Extra hamburgers, extra French fries. Shoot. Delaware Punch. Who remember Delaware Punch, man? Yeah. Brian Kelly was that coach. Appreciate you. Yeah, we used to get some Delaware Punch back in the days, man. Delaware Punch used to be so good. But when we lost, man, we used to get faucet water, man. Shoot, coach was crazy. Yes, indeed. Suicide all day, But shout out to coach, man. Modern day kids, y'all don't know nothing about that, Water's for the weak, Get your hands off your knees. Stand up, But nowadays we do know that you need water, right? You need water, So, but neither here nor there. Let me go back before we start telling stories about our days growing up.
And he just seemed like he's enjoying and having fun playing the game. And I can understand why when you have an array of weapons out there on offense.
I was just going to say on that same note, listen, he's played with a lot of great skill position players over the course of his career. I mean, this group might be the best. I mean, it's scary.
No, it's not scary. It's real, man. Fries, no salt. Salt, no fries. Yeah, I was messing up. Sound like Coach Carter. He do, man. He do. I guess that's how it was, man. But let's go to the next conversation right here. All right, so this is on Trayvon Diggs. Give me 1 second here.
I'm done.
Possible. Could have had that.
I'm done. Done with him.
I got a couple of ideas.
Finished.
Can't really go there.
Finished. Done. Oh, even if something justifiable, and knowing Trayvon, he'll probably tell us.
Yeah.
He'll probably say it. I don't know. I can see him like being, blunt and honest about it. Done with it. He's that kid in the classroom. Enough is enough. Not worth the headache, not worth the drama, not worth the attitude, not worth the sarcasm, not worth the moping, not worth all the stuff behind the scenes.
Me or Trayvon?
Find out what the cap hit is for cutting him outright, what the cap hit is trading him for a fifth, and figure out if there's anyone around the league. Guilt the Packers into appeasing Micah Parsons to steal a fourth-round pick. Because that's what it would be, a steal, if you could get anyone to give you a fourth. I'm talking fifth. I'm talking sixth. Get him out of here. Get rid of him. Or just outright flat enough.
Would you like the figures now, financially? Okay.
Y'all let me know. And I know how it goes. Bobby Belt, my guy, and R.J. Choppy and Sean and all of them boys. Hey, salute to them. We neutral, right? Is this a hit job, or are you guys are okay with Trayvon Diggs here? If you team keep Trayvon Diggs, put TD in the chat. If you want him to go, just put let's use 7 or something like that. Put 7 in the chat if you want him to go, like 7. Sayonara. See you later, alligator. I need to see where y'all at. Can you dig it? Yeah, because that like we don't know what happened. We don't know. Is this a hit job? It's a hit job. Okay, TD. Okay, Verdi says get rid of him. Greg Solis says get rid of him. Q says get rid of him. OS says get rid of him. JV says keep him. TD. There's a lot of TDs in there. Trayvon Diggs is hit. Let me just say this, though. It's not fair, man. It's not fair to Trayvon Diggs. It's not fair to him. And life's not fair. I'm not looking for fair. I'm not looking for fair. But y'all see Javonte Williams, right? Y'all like Javonte Williams. Put 33 in the chat if you like Javonte Williams. And I'm not even going to give y'all room to say you don't like Javonte Williams. But 33 in the chat if you like Javonte Williams. What if I told you all, if Javonte Williams was here last year, you would hate him. You would absolutely can't stand him. You'd be like, man, that dude trash, man. We picked up another garbage guy, a hurt guy.
G Cuddy $9.99. Is this WR group better than Cooper, CD, and Gallup? Also keep Diggs.
Hold that point, G Cuddy, because I got to drive this one home. The reason why people are dogging Trayvon Diggs, the front office, and I'm trying to be don't y'all come after me, front office, for me telling the truth. Don't come after me. But they rushed him. And they tried to rush Revel. Oops, did I say that out loud? Damn. Diggs shouldn't be playing at all. We shouldn't have seen Diggs until November. Now, he marches butt out there week 1. Granted, testosterone and being an alpha male and letting people know that I know what I'm doing is a part of the problem as well. This brother is not healthy, and we're basing and judging our minds on what he can and can't do as if though he is. I would love for Trayvon Diggs to just sit it all the way out, come back in December if possible, and y'all will fall right back in love with him. But by the Cowboys rushing him and getting him up out there real too quickly, you already painted the mindset that he's washed and he's trash.
Quinton Warner $10. My dream DEs on the team to start would be Clowney and the rookie. Clowney has 2 weeks under his belt and he's getting better. The energy is different. Houston and Fowler rotation.
Clowney is getting into shape because he played nobody's preseason football game and nobody's camp. And you're seeing that old man joints getting together. So he may have a good game, bad game, good game, bad game. And one thing we can applaud the Washington team on is they reinvested in their offensive line. It's not like we were going up against chopped liver, by the way. Go and watch that offensive line. They put investments in that offensive line. Cowboys got to stop rushing these guys back because we don't have a concept of time.
Law, I think he rushed himself to get that game check.
He probably did too. That's a conundrum, Press. You're right. That's the other side of it. But we know the Cowboys. And the Cowboys, just like they, to a degree, I saw Overshawn this weekend. And if you're watching this show, and if you saw Overshawn where I saw him at, let me know how he was walking. He wasn't walking like you and I. He was limping. He was favoring that leg, right? So I want Overshawn to be the same that he was before that injury. And he played good last season. And it was a freak accident, even for him. But my expectations is very low because I'm not going to have them high. They're not finna do this again to me. And sometimes two things can be true. Diggs probably wanted to help this team out. He want to win. It's not like he said, hey, I want to lose. And yes, you got rid of his best buddy, you know. Him and Parsons wasn't like this, they like this. Yeah.
Quentin Warner, $5. ACL tears is a 2-year heel. AP is the only one to prove that wrong. Funny how they switch on Diggs. Crazy.
Yeah, it's 2 years, yeah. Yeah, it's 2 years, man. And AP was a different animal. Yeah, he's a different animal. The way he was able to come back, and he's just phenomenal. He's just a different animal. I just hate the fact that these injuries come about, and we just brush over them. You know, so it's crazy. And let me go all the way back up to this super chat here. One that I said I was gonna get back to. Was it this other one right here? Because Kyrie says, get back to that question there, Law. Let me see. I can't go no further. We'll get to that question, though. We'll get to it. Bear with me. Let me get this going right quick. Hold on.
If you cut Trayvon Diggs, that puts $11.4 million dead cap, and you save $647,000 this year.
What's your point?
So it's essentially it's a neutral, basically, to let him go. If you can trade him, then you have dead money. You've got $2.9 million. You have $9.1 million that free.
Hey, wait a minute. We got my soundboard. Hold on.
$0.4 million dead cap, and you save $647,000 this year.
What's your point?
So it's essentially it's a neutral, basically, to let him go. If you can trade him, then you have dead money. You've got $2.9 million. You have $9.1 million that frees up for this year.
So you might trade him for a 6.
That's improvement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so because it's technically a post June 1 because we're past June 1st, so it would split the cap charge and half of it would hit next year. But that would eventually that would give you $9 million free right now.
He's their problem child. I don't even care if this is a slip in the shower, some justified accident. It's just always something now with this dude.
The problem child. Handle with care type of groove. I'm telling y'all, put him on ice, let him fully heal. Don't rush him back. Even next week, Denver is high elevation. He's going to mess up his lungs and all of that stuff. He ain't ready for that climate. We don't want him to go up against those wide receivers there. Keep the momentum going with the younger guys that you have here. Tell Trayvon Diggs, if we're going to play you, we're going to play you in the comfort of your own home, inside the dome. And we're going to rest you up. And that's for what it is. Remember, week 1, they had him on a pitch count. Week 2, They said, I'll give him a full go. Week 3, let's give him a full go. And he's been downhill ever since then. Don't trade away him yet right now. Don't get rid of him right now. Even if you do try to trade him, you're not going to win off on that deal because you're trying to get more money. What? We got $30 million. Money's not the problem here, by the way. Shoot. Money is not the problem. We got money. We got $30 million. And I know cash spending is a whole different thing. You'll be better with Trayvon Diggs if you let that brother just heal all the way up. He'll be playoff ready. We going to the postseason, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we going there. It's just that right now, the way y'all see Trayvon Diggs will be the same way if you saw Javonte Williams if he was here last season. Is what I'm getting at. The man is still recovering. All right, so here's a list of the quarterbacks who have the top 5 in completions and yards and touchdowns. And that list is just Dak Prescott. There's Dan Rogers with a great post right here, man. And it's just Dak Prescott, dope. And this is Marshawn Lattimore, I meant to say. After he was at the airport with George Pickens. I got him, though.
Yeah. I'll straight.
That's how it be, too, man. Yeah. This is the Cowboys' highest grade offensive player against the Commodes. Javonte Williams had an 80. CeeDee Lamb had a 76. Dak had a 75.9. Pickens had a 73.7. Ferg had 67. And Boss Show Me from my neck of the woods, Botch Lombardi. I would tell y'all his first name, but I'm not going to do him like that. But he got K. Pollard, number 63. But he says, thanks you. And this is a message from one of the kings of social media and content creations, my guy, Botch Lombardi.
Chat, I ain't going to lie. Them picks, nigga, I'm not gonna hold you. And boy, I ain't never been bumped them picks guy. I never been bumped them picks guy because I make a lot of money in draft season and I'm on the Dallas Cowboys draft show.
I never heard in the years we've been doing Cowboys content creations that my guy, Botch Lombardi, then said, F them draft picks, man. Oh, my gosh. Welcome. Hoo. I'm going to rewind, man. Y'all, next time Boss Cowboys Sports go live or Boss Show Me, tell him thank him for literally posting this. But I'm going to have to rip it and repost it to all of my platforms as well. Let me hear this one more time because this can't be real. Is this real?
Chat, I ain't gonna lie. Them picks, nigga, I'm not gonna hold you. And boy, I ain't never been bumped them picks guy.
You ain't lying.
I never been bumped them picks guy because I make a lot of money in draft season and I'm on the Dallas Cowboys draft show, which is a prestigious honor, and I'm trying to win an Emmy over there. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? So I kind of got excited about draft season being kind of lit a little bit, bro. I care, and sisters, because you know, I got women watching my channel too, because we lit over here, and sisters too, bros and sis. I don't care nothing about them picks no more, bro. Send them picks away. Send them picks away and give me a dude. Because what I've learned is that Flus really just gets in his own way. Chat, I ain't gonna lie.
Man, look, they gonna make me just go ahead and do this one right here. Let's go, baby. Let's get it going the best way possible. Life been a little crazy lately. One thing that helped me unwind, cornbread hemp, CBD gummies. Have you been looking for a natural way to relieve stress, aches, and discomfort? Cornbread hemp CBD gummies are made to help you feel better, whether it's stress, discomfort, or just needing a little relaxation for the nation. They only use the best part of the hemp plant, the flower, for the purest and the most potent CBD, formulated to help relieve discomfort and stress. So right now, Law Nation listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/law and use code LAW at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/law and use the code LAW. Let's get it. No doubt. And be sure when you do check out that information for the nation and use the promo code LAW, you see it right there. You get 30% off. And I'm telling you, they even got the drinks right here. So if you need to crack one open, yeah, I understand. When life throw you curveballs, throw it back at it. And with this CBD and cornbread hemp, they even got illustrations and information for you on how to handle this can. One will keep you relaxed and calm. If you drink 2 of these, you'll be happy and social. And 3 of these, you'll be bliss and euphoric. And all I can say is click the link in the information in the description box, get your 30% off, and it's made to help elevate your mind in time. Come on with it. Yes, indeed. So, boy says, Graham says, cornbread weed is crazy. Look, I'm going to tell you this. You know when you say, man, she cornbread fed. Oops, I said it out loud. But, man, these joints are cornbread fed. CBD, man, all organic, man. Come on with it. There we go. Extra strength. So if you want to sleep tight at night without those anxieties and thoughts, go ahead and get you a box. Let me know, man, how y'all feel about it. Cowboy Nation. Going back to what Voch Lombardi had to say, it made me think, man, you know, good Lord, man, what's going on, man? Is this one of these days, man? Good Lord, you know. Yes, indeed, boy. Law needs a cookie, man, sponsor. You ain't lying, boy. Law, what's in this cup? Who knows, man? Shoot. Some cornbread. Yes, indeed. Pose states, Law, have you sampled OT yet? Pause. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. But shout out to all of you all. Here's what I got to say here as we continue to go over our Victory Monday. And keep in mind, you got to be 21 years or older, you know, to participate, you know. I would say this. If this happened, man, I'll drink this whole can on the show. If this happened. And I like Jeffrey Simmons. I know what he will bring to the table, and I think that would be a no-brainer, right? And that's top of all of that information we got to say on that. Before we go a little bit further, appreciate you. Somebody said, regulator said, Law got some Crown in the cup. How disrespectful are you? You know what I'm saying? Crown? Come on, man. Ain't nobody doing no Crown over here. No way, Jose. But at the end of the day, Let's listen to this part.
How is this? I mean, how much fun are you guys having together?
Super fun. We talk about this every day. Just grateful for each other.
They on that
compete with each other every
cornbread.
day, and I feel like the best part about it is that we want each other to win the most.
How do you feel being back out there?
It's exciting, man. I'm watching my dog go crazy for the last 4 weeks. I'm pretty sure he enjoyed it.
I just thought it'd be cool. How is this?
The disrespect is crazy.
Dak
man.
is commanding the best Cowboys offense I've seen
Hennessy
in the last
over
15.
Crown any day.
And that's including Dak Prescott's rookie season with Zeke Elliott running for 1,500 yards, Des Bryant out there, Jason Witten out there, Cole Beasley out there, and Dak Prescott getting an MVP vote. Dak Prescott's playing the quarterback position better than he ever has, and he's playing the quarterback position as good as anybody in the National Football League right now. So Dak Prescott is doing things that we haven't seen Dak Prescott do, and this Cowboys offense is playing at a level we haven't seen this Cowboys offense play at. Imagine a world where you got George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb on the team at the same time, and they're both happy. They're both going over 100 yards at times, obviously. Today, CeeDee Lamb comes back from an injury, and he goes for like a $113. Like the Cowboys offense is firing on all cylinders. Tight ends getting active. Running backs getting active. They ran for 150, and Dak Prescott threw for 250. Like this Cowboys offense is legit. Dak is...
All right, so my guy asked earlier, is this the best wide receiver group? And it's from G. Cuddy. And I said, I'm going to get back to it. And Reynolds said, hey, I want to know now, you know. Reynolds wanted me to go back to this. Is this the wide receiver group better than Cooper, CD, and Gallup? All right, so let's play this. CD is better than that version of CD, right? We agree. Pickens is better than any versions of Gallup at this point, right? So who's better than Cooper? I don't know. So R2 is better than those two, but we don't have that third one. Because I'm not finna say that Jalen Tolbert is any shape, form, or fashion better than any versions of Cooper, CD, or Gallup. So, no, I would say no. This group is not better than that group. Unfortunately, no. But I will say this. The play calling is. The play designs are. And can I just say this one more time? Javonte Williams is better than Ezekiel Elliott in 2021. Stacey Elliott, put that butter knife down. Don't shank me. Javonte Williams is taking advantages of this. Yeah. Yeah. You sent another super chat when Vach was speaking. Let me see if I can refresh this one and see if I can pull it up, fam. I appreciate you. All right. You did. Okay. Let me go right here. And it states here. It states, dude led the league in picks just a few years ago, and he was the best thing. Then you flipped on him. Man, some of you sound like a politicians in line, a lying defense attorney. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. I'm not Pickens is good, but he's not on Amari Cooper's level at this point. But they different kinds of caliber of receivers. I think that Cooper is more of a slot guy than a dominant X receiver, right? And he can play X, but he's more of a slot inside and outside. CD and Cooper are similar, not the same. Similar, but not the same. You know what would have been crazy if you had X'd out Gallup and had Pickens there. Woo! That would have been crazy. A CD Pickens and Amari, wee baby. You know, that would have been crazy. But, you know, at this point, the way Pickens can become, because we don't want to crown him yet, could be something very crazy. And I'm saying that deep ball is crazy. It could be very crazy for us. Yeah. I mean, at that point, Paul, yeah. 2021, Amari Cooper was good, you know. But I hate, and then we're not comparing apples to apples. If we had this system, even with Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, ooh! If we had this, even though I think he was in the building in 2021, y'all can let me know if I'm lying. If Schottenheimer had full autonomy of this team and being able to call the plays, I think he was here in 2021. I could be wrong. If he didn't come in 2022. If he had full autonomy and him and Clayton Adams and all of this, oh my God, it would have made more sense to us. Even made more sense to us. We had McAdoo. Yeah, we had McAdoo at that point. so yeah, it was just crazy. Breaking news, fellow right here, he's out for the season, I believe. And we hate to see these type of things happening, of course. Dorrance Armstrong, DA, he suffered a season-ending injury against the Cowboys. We hope all is well with him. We never root for any injuries. We hate this to happen for him. He had one of his better seasons, started the season, by the way. And it just never worked out for him here, but it worked out for him there, if I can say it that way properly. All right. Got another super chat, and we're gonna listen to that super chat. Let's whenever it do arrive, but it states here. No, it didn't arrive. Okay, good. Hold on. Bear with me, Cowboy Nation.
Some of the things, Coach. Every time I saw you run your radio, every song you played was something good about the Commanders. Now you telling me you been getting on them. I ain't never hear none of those songs. Mike. Everything you saw has been good about the Commanders.
Hey, yo, listen,
I just hadn't seen it.
Yeah,
this sound like the injury report. This is what it is. This is not the injury report.
I got Arabia's back on this shit, man. I got your back, Arabia. Because when Hollywood Brown is hurt, murder, well, we don't got all our players. When Drew is hurt on your team, we ain't got all our players. We've been here listening to the mic for 3 weeks talking about CD Lamb ain't here. We ain't got all our players. Motherfucker, we are sitting here watching literally, I'm not saying it's more than one player, but we are sitting here watching literally the main element of the Baltimore Ravens not playing, and the whole team done plummet. Defense done plummet. And the nigga, Lamar Jackson don't even play defense. So Arabia, I'm not your back on this because murder makes excuses when niggas not playing. We done heard Michael Irvin for 3 weeks hearing motherfucking CD Lamb name. We got an over and under on Mike. I tried to get Underdog involved with this shit on the over and under on CD Lamb with this nigga. So no, I understand where you coming from, Arabia, and they just trying to dog you out now, but they make the same excuses. Look, I'm one of them niggas that tried to uplift Browning. I'm like, fuck it, let's try and do something with Browning. So I get where you coming from. Browning, they just ain't catch the alley-oop. He missed the whole shit. So I get it. Don't let these niggas try and get at you, and they make the same excuses.
Well,
with just one or two injuries.
Right.
Well,
No. Look. He capping for the lady. Man, sure, we had one guy on our dog on the offensive line. 4 people out on the offensive line. Our starting wide receiver was out. Come on, man. And the expectations, a lot of people trying to hold our feet to the fire. Hey, what about Carolina? So you mean to tell me, all right, so we lost by 3 points versus the Carolinas, right? So let me ask y'all this. Are we a plus 3 points if we had CeeDee Lamb, if that's the case, right? So we don't get those excuses, right? We don't get the chance to have those excuses. We don't get a chance to say, hey, if this was to happen, if that was to happen. No, everybody say, hey, y'all the Cowboys. So what? They laugh, they scoff, they make fun of us, they make memes and all of this stuff. Come on,
I'm gonna take a page out of Cameron's book. You know, the best ability is
that part. Thank
you. Mike, how much is that for a tantamount, Mike?
Very much. So I want to ask y'all this because we did go so many different directions and we're seeing the emotional roller coaster that, liking a football team kind of takes you through. So we do always say the best ability is availability. So given the circumstances, pretend they were fully healthy before you go to this next game. Rank these teams best to worst. Mike, I'm going to have you go first because we kind of talked about it. Giants, Commanders, and Cowboys. We're taking the Eagles out the equation. Who do you think is the best
Why
or worst?
is Mike going first? He's not the expert on the show. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, she just said. She said you're taking whom out of the equation?
Eagles.
The people who's leading the division, Mike.
Cowboys.
The leaders of the NFC East, they're out. The real leaders.
Well, why you want my opinion? Let's go back to the facts. Who's at first place? Who would be in first place if you take Philly out? Why don't y'all answer that question?
Get him, Mike. Get him, Mike. Get him, Mike. Boy, I'm telling you, boy. Hey, get him, Mike, because at the end of the day, you know how it goes. Come on.
Oh my God! Did you see that game?
Did y'all see that game? Come on, man. No doubt. Come on, Cowboy Nation. Appreciate each and every last one of you all.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code LAW. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
No doubt. Download Sleeper, your #1 fantasy app in the world. And keep in mind, even though they had the unders, and roof dog, but Sleeper sleeps those boys by a mile. So be sure to check out Sleepers. Get 100% of your deposit match up to $100, right? On top of that, we got an extra kicker involved with it. And when you understand the cost that is involved with it, we give you $20 just to download the app. Who else doing that? Come on, baby. So you download the app, you use promo code LAW. You can literally start making your moves more or less from $20. And then when you make up to $2 million, you just go ahead and throw me something, man. And you can do that all out of the love of downloading the app right here on Sleeper. And keep in mind, we ain't gonna hustle you. We ain't gonna hustle you like this guy did over here.
I, Roberta McCoy, giving faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
I want to work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
He said, I ain't asking you to do that, lady. You know, you got to have 1,000 plus 1,000. See, you don't need to donate 1,000 plus 1,000 here. All you got to do is just download the sleeper, and you'll have a 20, and then you can get up to 1,000 based off of your moves. You get what I'm saying? That man, wow, right there. Hey. She gave that man $1,235, and it wasn't enough. That's crazy. But let me tell you something. If you driving and if you moving and grooving and you're saying to yourself, man, that man is out of his cotton picking mind asking for that much money, and if someone else kind of hurt you, they swerve over and they hit your car and they T-bone you, or they scrape, or they fool around and rear end your automobile, let me tell you what you need to do.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
No doubt. That is the Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers, backed by over 100 years combined of experience. You can either dial 214 and all of the threes, or 817 and all of the threes. And you will get one of our proud partners on the other end. They know the terrain, they know the area. Be sure to reach out to Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers. And if you can't dial that number, visit frankelfirm.com. Now, my hotline for your mind is 657-390-7391. And I have from the 901, you're live on the nation, brought to you by frankelfirm.com. Talk to me.
First in line, first all the time.
Yes, indeed. What's up, man?
Man, what y'all got going on, Cowboy Nation?
Oh,
y'all been
man.
depressed like I've been all these weeks and stuff. Around here sad, the girlfriend like, what's wrong? You know, she asked me that in the middle of the week when I found out Trayvon got hurt. So let me speak on this Trayvon situation.
It's computer, y'all, for those who
Cowboy
don't know.
Nation.
Yeah.
36 Mafia computer. Law Nation #1 fan. And Cowboy Nation #1 fan. But check this out, y'all. You know what I'm saying? As Cowboy Nation, y'all have been listening to all these Stephen A. Smiths and all these people on that hating radio station, the fan, all them folks like that talking bad about these players. Players have problems just like human beings do.
Yeah.
Trayvon was good when he was out there winning and scoring. They brought in the wrong kind of defensive coordinator that was being stubborn. Then none of them other corners been looking worth of crap all year. They've been getting burnt too. It just so happened when they switched to 55% man, everything looked different. Just imagine if Trayvon would have been out there. And y'all ready to get rid of dude? We already unlocked Michael. We don't have too many once plus multipliers on this defense. You know what I'm saying? That man ain't really hurt. That man just feelings was hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened to Ezekiel Elliott. It wasn't it was that daggum suspension and people hurting his feelings took his spirit.
Hey,
that what made him
computer.
stop not working out and start doing all that weird stuff he was doing.
I can say this openly now. Ezekiel Elliott went to Jeff Blasco and he said he don't know football. And that rubbed Jeff Blasco a wrong way. He was the running back coach. And he said that when he said that, they kind of, looked at him going against the grain. And he was like, what's the whole point of me coming to the meeting if this guy's not willing to listen? So that's when they reported that he was missing meetings and coming late to the meetings. But carry on. Just want to
yeah, but that was just a bad situation with the coaching staff. Where you
right.
had an offensive coordinator wanted the head coach. You had a defensive coordinator wanted the head coach. While y'all always putting Dan Quinn up on things, I heard from a reliable source that he been texting Michael the whole time, during the whole time, the Jerry thing. You don't think he telling Michael F. the Joneses, see how they did me? Y'all don't be listening to people. Michael said, I be talking to Dan all the time. Trayvon is good, man. Trayvon want to be in Dallas. Trayvon don't want to leave nowhere. I talked to him. He don't want to go nowhere. It's just something unfortunate happened at his house, and it's just things happen in life. We gotta have some compassion. Y'all don't have the same anger toward Jerry Jones. Y'all still buying tickets. Y'all still watching the games. You know what I'm saying? But y'all want to pick on the one brother that's having problems. People have problems, man. Y'all got to have some compassion in y'all heart. Just like one time our church was going to get rid of the pastor. And I told him, I said, man, at some point you got to ask for some forgiveness in life. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to get rid of nobody. If that man leave, that's between him and the Joneses. Y'all Cowboy fans, that ain't none of our business. We don't need to be speaking. We need every great player that we can get, because we have no good players on that defense. It ain't good players, but they not must multipliers like Dak and CD. You want somebody equivalent to Dak and CD and George Pickens, and that's what Trayvon is. He's from the SEC. He know how to play football. And the reason why the Cowboy defense hasn't looked good in so many years is we've drafted too many players from the Midwest and the West Coast. Those cats can't hold up. Man. And everybody want to talk about all these quarterbacks. Let me tell you something else. Y'all talking about y'all wanted Jalen Daniels. None of those skinny-legged quarterbacks last more than 5 years in the league. Lamar Jackson is the only skinny-legged quarterback that ever lasted. Yeah. Joe Burrow on the bench again, skinny-legged quarterback. Robert Griffin III, skinny-legged quarterback. James Daniels, he already got hurt twice the second year, because skinny-legged quarterbacks that run get hurt because they don't have
you might be on to something, man.
Like that. I know my stuff. Yeah. And the only reason why Dak got hurt is because people hit Dallas quarterbacks harder and extra than they do anybody else. If Dak was a regular quarterback in any other team, he never would have had no injury, because they don't hit people like they do our quarterbacks. They let Jay Daniels, some of these other quarterbacks, just run around and don't even hit them. Man, when they play Dallas, it's over with. Imagine something, Law.
Talk to me.
On the game that's coming up this week, does Denver have a dominant defensive tackle?
They do. And they do have a good interior. I got to pull up there.
Is he equivalent to that boy in Carolina and the one in New York?
No. He ain't equivalent to them boys though. But Denver got overall. Overall they got. We're gonna win that game. We're gonna win that game. If you ain't got no dominant big boy in the middle, you're not gonna beat Dallas. I'm just telling you right now. You're not gonna beat Dallas. They got my guy DJ Jones. You remember him, big boy? But he's not like a big boy. He like 3'0", 305, 315.
He get moved out the way. Then they ain't got no reason to be mad at us. Like a lot of people don't realize, the only reason why Carolina beat us was because Stephen A. and all them people clowned them on TV and embarrassed the whole organization and made the whole team feel like they need to prove something. That's the only reason why they play angry against us. You see, they almost got beat by the Jets last week. That was the only reason why they played us hard. That was a fluke, Cowboy fans. You ain't got to worry about that happening no more. You know what I'm saying? Man. And this week it's gonna be Javonte Williams got to get even with Denver for what they did to him. Yes, so we might get a little get back for once.
No doubt, man. In closing though, in closing, computer.
In closing, we in good hands with Shotty. Shotty know how to build a football team. Shotty know how to control a football team. We're going to be all right. We're going to keep George Pickens. We ain't trading no George Pickens. If y'all think Jerry Jones going to get rid of George Pickens, had to get rid of Parsons, y'all smoking something. They might well quit running that story, because Jerry Jones, and then if y'all listen to what Jerry said, we need Trayvon. Jerry ain't trying to let Trayvon go somewhere else and make some money. He don't want to hear that. You think he want to hear that twice with Micah and Trayvon? Trayvon can rob a bank in Dallas. They not getting rid of Trayvon. Y'all can hang that up. Because you can tell after the game, if Jerry's mad at somebody, you see it on his face. When he would talk about Trayvon Diggs, he made it clear to the other guy over there. 3 or 4 different times. I'll break that interview down and play it for him. He made it clear. They do this on there with that with the dude from ESPN, whatever. They got that little show they got. But he made it clear, because he asked me, are we good, Judge? Because Jerry don't want that mess. He don't want that kickback on him. And Cowboy fan, we don't need that. He done going somewhere like the Eagles or somewhere, then y'all gonna be sitting up there fussing for the next 5 years. Y'all should have kept him. Ain't no keeping y'all happy. Either get on the team and support the team no matter what, and stop listening to all these other people. 80% of those people that y'all listen to on those stations are not even Cowboy fans, or not even from the South or from Dallas. One of them pulled for the Detroit Lions, the other one pulled for for the people up there, the Ravens and the Redskins. So
Right,
all those
right.
different dudes, man. And Bob Stern is a Green Bay Packer diehard fan. He grew up in Wisconsin. They come down to Dallas and make money because they know they can stir y'all up, and y'all will support them and listen to it because y'all mad at Jerry because we ain't won a Super Bowl. Super Bowls are not that easy to get, people. The San Francisco hadn't won one since we won one. They done been to the Super Bowl 3 or 4 times in the playoffs. It ain't about going to, it's about winning that joker. When we get there, we gonna win it because that's what we do. So quit tripping and just sit back and enjoy the ride that we got going on. Stop stressing yourself out because life is too short to be worried about these fools telling y'all the world is ending.
No doubt,
Stop
man. Appreciate your computer,
Listen to
man.
Lord,
Thank you,
listen to
man.
God,
Yeah.
and let's roll.
Let's
All right,
roll
we'll see y'all
with
later.
it.
Peace.
That's my guy, computer, man, from the 901, holding it down, regulating things. All right, I got the next call. I got the 409, and then I have 100 grand, and then I got Glenn out of Philly. Those are our next 3. 409, what's on your mind? What you got for me?
Man, good evening.
No, hey, man, all is well. Good evening to you as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. What's up, chat? Man, so, bro, I'm Team F them picks, bro. I've been kind of clamoring that. I called you back a couple weeks ago about the Jets and talked about just kind of what the future was and understanding how important it was to live in the moment right then and there, blah, blah, blah. But, like, again, like, y'all have a lot of I'm hearing a lot of my guys, you know, you, Sky, Vach, Boss, a lot of my guys just talk about why, and the one as far as F them picks, my thing is, bro, all right, when you get a first rounder, you don't want no guy who's going to be okay with having a 5th-year option, because then that guy's not really what you expect out of a first rounder, right? Any guy who's going to let a team put a 5th-year option on them, what's that say about their talent?
It's terrible.
That's Leighton Vander Esch.
Yeah.
You know, you got to have a Leighton Vander Esch type trajectory. So these first round picks, you know, it took me a while to understand it. Like, you don't really have 5 years on these guys. If you get you a guy, and that's what we're hoping for, right? We're not hoping for Taco Charlton. We're not hoping for back of the first or a second round quality, because back of the first is a second round graded type of guy, right? So, which we've gotten some guys from the back of the first. You know, you got your Diz, you know, you got all your offensive line, but that's offense though, Law. You know, so I think we can get maybe a linebacker or safety from the back of the first, to be honest with you. But they're not. I don't think they're gonna come in and immediately make this defense. And mind you, like right now, a lot of people push back is, well, you can't make this defense an impactful one, right? Just with one little first round trade, but it's still gonna be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at all the games, if we just have one guy who can rush the quarterback just a little bit more, don't you think that helped this team?
Man, tremendous.
Like, how many situations you watched in that game was like, damn, like there's just been one guy. You know what I'm saying? Because Micah obviously made that one guy. He made a world of a difference, because you remember what the defense was when he was out versus when he played last year. When he came back, and how all the defensive stats just flipped.
Yeah.
So all these people talking about one guy, well, yeah, if it's like I say, if it's like Taco, if it's like Byron Jones, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, those guys ain't making an impact on the play. But shout out, you know, to Byron Jones. He was pretty good.
Yes, indeed.
While you had him.
In closing. Yeah.
I'm hoping for a trade law to where we can have a guy for 3 years, because anybody who's good after their 3rd year, they're coming back wanting money. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to play on that 4th or that 5th year. So essentially, when you trade that first round and you want an elite caliber player, Law, the window is just 3 years. So why not get somebody that you can? It is 2 years, bro. If they have 2 years left on their contract, even if you only have them for a year for a rental, at the end of the day, you still have their rights and the right to talk to them first at the end of this year. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the other hidden part about having a guy, by having a right to work out a contract and negotiate with them people before anybody else does. So you're not just trading just for a guy this year, but you're trading for their rights and the rights to potentially good player. So I'd rather have a first round pick traded to a guy, because the stock is low right now, Law. The stock on just, if you're a losing team, I might give up a real quality guy for a first round, because I can't do nothing with him this year anyways, and I'm in rebuilding mode. But in closing, Law, man, I appreciate everything you do, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, D-Shift. Great observation for the nation, man. Good call from D-Shift, man. One of the things that I want to also bring home to, if you're still here, man, hey, that's 20, man. Got to come up off of that 20, fam. Yeah. Extortion, and if you got less than 5 minutes to shoot something in, you know. And if you can't shoot something in within 5 minutes, you already know you got to walk the plank. Yes, indeed, you got to walk the plank, bro. Yes, it's daily. That's daily activations, man. That's the price you got to pay, man. So, hey, walk the plank. If not, you know, send that 20 in, and then you good for the rest of the show. I got my guy, man, from the 201 100 grand, man, with the plan. What you got for me, man?
Man, listen here, man. It's just funny to me how we got the Commanders. The season's over. We're done. I just been, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Louis T, man.
Hey, man, we got one of the ones. We got one of the ones. Hey, he got a skinny leg. I never thought about the skinny leg quarterback, you know.
Me neither.
Yeah. But he make a lot of points. You know, the last skinny leg quarterback was RG knee. But before that time frame, I thought that the other guy who took the knee, he was a very skinny leg guy. I forgot his name, tip of my tongue. But yeah. You know what I'm talking about, right? San Francisco 49ers quarterback.
I know you're talking about. I can't.
Kaepernick. Yeah.
He
just didn't stay in the league long enough.
He just didn't stay in the league long enough. That was his deal.
The last skinny quarterback was Tom Brady. Was skinny, but he wasn't skinny-legged. He wasn't running, you know.
Skinny-legged.
Yeah. Joe Montana was very slim. To a point, golf is up there, but he ain't trying to run for nobody. But the skinny leg theory is a real one, man. I like that.
Man, because think about it.
Mm-hmm.
If when you trying to run like that, you turn into a running back.
Yeah.
What you going to do with skinny legs?
Mm. Yeah.
You got to have, I mean, not for nothing, but Jalen Hurts, see what he squat. Because he know he's a runner.
Yeah.
So he got it. You know, it makes sense.
Cunningham. Somebody said Cunningham. Cunningham was plagued with injuries too, though. He was plagued with injuries. Yeah, he got hurt a lot. He was phenomenal. Matter of fact, even though I'm a diehard Cowboy guy, I can tell you Cunningham gave us a lot of fits in the 90s. He gave us a lot of fits, but at the end of the day, the skinny leg theory fits because, and then when we got him, you know, he was already old. You know, we had Cunningham. That boy had the gray hair, the gray stash, and everything. He couldn't throw from me to this camera, and we like, yeah, we got Cunningham. You know. But what you got for the show today? What you got for me today?
I mean, listen, man, just prepare for the run we're about to go on because, come on, bro.
Okay.
Come on, bro. The Detroit, Denver, Lord, come on, man. We should put up about 40 points on them boys, man.
Yeah, they
should put 40 points up on them boys. Come on, Lord, they let the Giants put up the points they put up on them, almost beat them.
Yeah.
The Giants put up 30-something points on them.
Mm.
So if the Giants can put up 30 points on you, come on, man. What do you speak? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's crazy. And that's funny, too. Man. For them to be up the whole game and came back up, Lord, they hurting, too. They hurting. They upset.
Yeah.
They upset. And listen here. Our receivers are better if you add Flournoy in there.
Okay.
You add Flournoy in there, Law. Our receivers are better than Michael Gallup, the CD Lamb, and Coop. Add Flournoy, the receivers are better. You can't debate me on that. You can't debate me on that. You can't.
Floyd.
Take Tolbert out.
All right, take Tolbert up out of there. All right, so
so
you playing that game. All right, so I'll give you CD is better version this CD is a better version of that CD, right?
Yep.
So who is better than? Because I know for sure Pickens is better than Michael Gallup. But who's better than Cooper? Who's better than Amari Cooper? Who's better than Amari Cooper? Because you said debate me. You said you wanted me to debate you. Hold on.
If we shift Cooper and Pickens. Now, Cooper used to go, ouch, I can't play. I gotta hang there.
No, we just talking about solely on 2021. We talking about solely on 2021. We talking about 2021. We ain't talking about any other year. We talking about in the prism of a box because even Gallup was good in 2021 to that degree.
Okay. So you could say Pickens and Cooper's a wash then because they both did the same thing. They both got 500 yards in how many games? So you could say that's a wash. And I'll take Flournoy over
not over Gallup. You can't take over that version of Gallup. You said are you trying to tell me that Flournoy right now is better? He haven't had that shot yet, so he
hasn't had the shots, but the shots that he has had, he's produced. You put Flournoy on a sweep when you got Pickens and CD out there. On guard. Colbert is a liability. You put Flournoy in that spot? Lord, we putting up 50. You kidding me?
Hey, man, I got some cornbread for you, man.
I'm telling you. You put Flournoy on those jet sweeps. Come on, man. And you see the speed Flournoy got. And he did catch some passes over the middle. You put him in the slot.
I need to see more than I need to see more than a Costco sample size. I'm not finna anoint him yet, and he's my guy. Flournoy is my guy. I do like what he can bring to the table. I just think that if we got to see a little bit more out of 19, and for some reason the political football is still at its largest.
When they keep Tobin in there.
Yeah,
they're gonna keep him in there, and that's not good for the offense. If you want the offense to be at its best, you got to get Tobin out of there. I'm sorry. He got to go, man.
No doubt.
He got to go.
But what else you got before I let you go, man? What else you got before I let you go?
That's it, man. I'm done.
Yeah. What was your score prediction, by the way, in this past game?
I forgot.
Okay, but you did have us
I forgot. It wasn't that though. It wasn't that.
It wasn't that. Somebody had it almost damn near on the money. They said 40 to like 20. So it could have been actual factual. But I appreciate you calling in, fam.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't you. At least look, he a real one. Because most people be lying like, yeah, it was me, man. I don't want to say it was gonna be that score. I got Glenn out of Philly, man, from the 215. You live on the Nation, brought to you by Sleeper.
Yo, what's up, Law? How's it going, bro?
Man, all is well, man. Happy Victory Monday to you and everybody that listens. Mm-hmm.
Happy Victory Monday. And I blame all this lower extremity male talking on you. You started this off with wide legs, now computer talking skinny legs. This is all your fault, Law.
Hey, I said it the wrong way. I said girth and all of this stuff. So yeah, I did, bro. I didn't say the other THICK. I didn't say that. He had that. I didn't say it that way. So I still get a pass. But I did take Jaden Daniels to Harry Hines last night, man, and he had a great time, man. His mom was there in the suites and everything, and she made sure that it was just 2 slap minimums. So he had a lot of workout in that arm. 1, 2.
Take him to tight ends next time.
Yes, indeed. It was too much light bread and tight ends for him. He wanted some melanation, so it was just for what it is.
Yeah, man. Computer was spot on.
Yeah.
However, he was talking about his passer. If his passer anything like the Winans brothers passer, you gotta let him go. Come on, man. He out there pimping. He got to stop that. But Computer was spot on. You were spot on about them watching and listening to the show. Right. Because I'm going to say it one more time, and this is the last time I'm going to say it. tight ends in the red zone and use the running game in the 2-minute offense, and you will have great chances of winning. This is the new Cowboys offense. We used to come out 3 and out in the 2-minute offense, 3-minute offense, because we just pass and we got timeouts, and we didn't run the ball. And I've been saying this for years. I said this week 1 when we lost to the Eagles, that run game will settle you down. That run game will possibly allow you to pop one, pause if necessary. The run game will eat up a little clock and get everything settled. Use that man. This is the second time he's done this, Jay Will. Perfect call. And use those tight ends in the red zone. Please, everybody in the chat, oh, this is Pickens. It's Pickens time. It's CD time. Man, they're going to get theirs. When it's red zone time, look for that tight end. And look for spam. I need spam for it out there. I need more tight end touchdowns. That's going to open it up for everybody. But, on another note, Dak was dropping it in the bucket.
Yep.
I'm loving what Dak's doing. He's moving up in the pocket. The touchdown to Ferg in the red zone. He moved up in the pocket. Strike. Dak is out there darkened. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Defense, don't get us excited. This coming week, let's just try to be as good as we were. I'm not expecting the same thing. It was a masterpiece almost, but let's just try to do better and I'm not asking for what we just did, but just continue to do what you do. One last thing, I heard that they called up Malik Davis. Was that true? Was he on the active roster this week?
Yeah, he was there, but Blue got his reps in. He had averaged over 4 yards per tote out of 7 to 8 carries, so he had 30 yards rushing. So I think that right now they're going to continue to go with Blue, with the youth, and since Malik Davis was a late add-on, it could be that he just on the roster just for holding space, just in case.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that. Blue did look better. Blue looked better, but I like Malik being there just in case. I'd rather him being up on the active and then opposed to having to call him and get him, and then he has to reacclimate and this, that, and the other.
Right.
But I did like that. Law, continue to do what you do. I won't hold you guys up. CB Nation, one love. How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? That's Glenn out of Philly in the heart
conference
of
has
Philly.
been locked.
Also, I think that they finna add my guy Mingo back to the active roster, so be on the lookout for him. Now, we like what we seen out of Ryan. I'm just telling y'all. Just wait and see what you see out of Mingo, And Mingo is a damn good blocker, a physical wide receiver. He got good short area quickness. He can give you slant. He can give you he can do the Y's. He can line up at the X. He can line up at the Z. Don't sleep on Mingo now. I got Sonny. And then I have Zeta, which is from the 205. Then we have Cowboys Dwayne. But I got Sonny from the 970. What do you know?
Hey, how you doing, Law?
I'm doing great, man. Can't complain. Happy
I had us winning 42-25.
That was you. That was you that called in, didn't you? You called in and said.
But I had called in to somebody and I had picked us winning 42-25 what my score was. But I didn't even, I just guessed it. Was all.
So you called in. You called into my show and you said that they were going to win 40-20, right? That was you.
I said 42-25.
I'll give you that then. I'm going to rewind the tapes, man. Sonny, I trust you. I trust you. I think it was you. Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, regardless, it was a good win.
Yeah, good win.
Hey, that's a big week for me. I got all my relatives right here in Colorado, and they're all big Bronco fans. So every time they get to play the Cowboys, because I'm the only Cowboy fan here out of all my family. So you can imagine the hell I'm going through.
Oh yeah, week. I already know. but Sean Payton owe us one, so we definitely going to be wearing and rocking our silver and blue, and we haven't beaten them boys since '95, so we owe them one. We owe them multiples.
We owe, yeah. Hey, my question is, Law, is I think we should get rid of Trayvon Diggs. I mean, I don't know. What's your feelings on that? Or you don't want to right now, or do you want to save that for a later show?
Well, I expound upon it earlier. I'm going to re-echo it, and I just want Trayvon Diggs to heal 100%. I know it's hard to be 100% in the National Football League, but what I'm going to do is this week on Cowboys Collective, it just updated, and we will have Everson Walls.
Okay.
And he's going to break down what's going on with Trayvon Diggs and beyond. And I can't wait to pick his brain on that and see what we can do and see what can happen with him with the silver and blue on the starter side of his helmet down the stretch. But I appreciate
great show the four of you guys put on.
Oh yeah,
I love my favorite Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh yeah,
so right there, man. You guys run a little late sometimes, but that's okay.
Yeah, but tomorrow gonna be a crunk show, and then Wednesday we're having I want to say the Super Friends is on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I want to that's good.
Can't wait to talk to Louis T and Lord Bronson and as well as Bad Dog and see what's all going on with their minds. Hey, before I let you go, Sonny, guess what?
What?
I think we got the momentum.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. I got one quick question.
Talk to me.
Trayvon, not Trayvon, but the other receiver, that guy, what's his name again? Not CD, but our other one. The other good guy, no, the other one, not Diggs, but the one we got from Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pickens.
Pickens, yeah, dude, he's probably gonna be up there about $37 million. Is what he's gonna command.
Yeah.
If he keeps playing like he is, I really don't know if Jerry will keep him.
Well, if you want those type of things, you got to pay for it.
Well, I know. Well, we know all that. Other teams will do it, but do you really think we will, though?
I think we will. If he continue to play, he's playing. Chemistry is everything. And
then why didn't we keep Michael Parsons then?
Because there was no.
Okay, there was a little bit more behind it than what we know about.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's going to cost us a lot of money from Pickens.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. But hey, I appreciate you for calling, Sonny. Yeah, our bottom, man. I hate to rush my guy up off the phone, but that's my guy, Sonny, and he's in Colorado, and hopefully this weekend whenever we face off versus the Broncos, we be victorious. Here's my thoughts, and if all lines are closed, by the way, because I got to be somewhere at the top of the hour, and I love doing marathon shows with you guys on this Victory Monday. Here's what I got to say. We can't expect for a Ferrari to be cheap, Aston Martin to be cheap. They don't even do commercials on those cars, right? The sticker price is the sticker price. And we get in one of those G-Wagons, it's just for what it is. It's a G-Wagon. But we can't sit back and say, I want a G-Wagon, and I'm not beating up Toyotas or Hondas or any of those Priuses. But you got Prius budget, No, if you want the G-Wagon, you're going to have to pony up. And then look at it as one of those things as a tax write-off. Write that mug off. It's $100,000. It's a tax write-off. Make the sacrifice. You know what I'm saying?
Sacrifice.
So if you still want to have the kind of caliber of game that you see out of Pickens and Lamb, when you add it together and you add in a run game, well, you got to pay for it. Right? I mean, we got to stop being pole-mouthing around here and acting as if, though, those things are not luxury. It's a reason why your house, when you get your house built, and if you want that extra bedroom, it costs money. But when it's time to sell, you would have more real estate to sell, right? More money to sell. We got to get out of that shifting of the mindset of saying, hey, we can't afford this, we can't afford that. Just for what it is. You build a house, 3-car garage, it's going to cost more than a 2-car garage or the single-car garage or a house with no garage. It's going to cost more. You pay for those items. That's just for what it is. So when it's cold outside and you want to hop in your car, you don't have to crank your car up. Or when it's raining outside, almost like a monsoon, you can walk right out to your garage. It's still the same automobile with the garage or without it. So it is for what it is. Pickens and lamb is a luxury. You still need a driver. Pickens and lamb with a subpar quarterback, it ain't gonna get you nowhere. Pickens and lamb with a Dak, woo, dynamite, baby. So all of these things are a luxury. You pay for what you get. Right now, our edge rushers, we not getting home. We don't have that luxury. I ain't gonna bring up MP. I ain't gonna do that. Yeah, the pie is a lie, y'all. Yeah. I got from the 205, you're live on The Nation. Talk to me.
Yo, Law, man.
What's up?
Woo, it feel good beating them commies, man. The commodes.
Beat them commodes. Flush them, man. Flush your toilet twice today. Just keep flushing it. Yeah, flush them.
Man, it felt good yesterday, man. The offense was on one like we always are. George Pickens, you're going to have to bring out a blank check for him. The defense, I felt like they played good to win you the game, but look, I still want more from my edge rushers, dog.
Yeah, you do.
But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But I feel like, hey, it's coming a time where everybody talking about George Pickens, but when you going to pay Aubrey, man? Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Aubrey, you gonna be able to afford that, you know.
You don't know. Well, Jared be waiting. But anyway, you got all these first round picks, like I said. I still want one more defensive player, and we'll be straight. Like, who remembers this guy named David Irvin that we used to have like 8-10 years ago for the Cowboys? Like, I want a player like him that was a disruptor. I don't want the off the field issues that he had.
Yeah.
But David Irvin, I don't know if y'all remember him. He was a beast.
Yeah.
But, yo, Law, I heard what you said.
What'd I say?
2021, Javonte Williams was better than Zeke. Ooh. I heard that.
Yeah, you heard that. You know. Hey.
Now, you got to remember, now I hear everybody talking about the 2021 offense versus this offense. You got to think, bro, Mike McCarthy wasn't really – we know Mike McCarthy what he was about, bro.
Right.
Like, he's not shoddy. Like, he's probably one of the – like, out of Jason Garrett, I say he works with Jason Garrett, but, hey, don't shake me with a butter knife. But Cedric Wilson, like, if we want to compare wide receivers, like, everybody talking about Flo versus Gallup, whoever, but Cedric Wilson was a dog, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Cooper, the only problem with Cooper was he was inconsistent and he was hurt. And we know Lamb wasn't really polished like that, so you can't really grade 2021. And plus, we had Coop and Lamb together for 1 year, then we blew it up. I hope the same thing don't happen this year.
Yeah.
But,
look,
we all know that 2021 team should did something, man. But neither here nor there. I just had to just say something because we know that everybody should know that Zeke better than Javonte, right? Like, y'all shouldn't have to question that, right?
We was talking about it in a prism, you know, the closing capability of what Javonte can do, just like he did a couple of weeks ago in that Jets game, right before half, right, running that 66-yard, right, and then just this past game, by him being able to crease, and he just in my opinion, and I hate to do this as far as comparison because it's the thief of all joy, is that I just think that Javonte is a better closer. Now, granted, Zeke overall is a whole lot better than a running back than what we've seen out of Javonte Williams. If you look at Zeke first, 4 or 5 years, they are up there with Edgerrin James, and Edgerrin James got a damn gold jacket with gold teeth.
All the way up 2019.
Yeah. Zeke was that monster. He was that guy. But we can all argue that the Cowboys went with, let's get a coach in training, who was a passing game coordinator, who was a quarterback here, right, calling the plays. So there were a lot of things that Kellen Moore just didn't know, and he had to learn. And that's just the Cowboys' way, unfortunately.
Because you got to think, Zeke was playing for like 2021, 2022, he was playing with half a leg. So you can't really grade him because his knee was messed up pretty much his final 3 years. So I just wanted to just let that out, man. You all know what happened in 2017. It's like when 2017 hit Zeke, it was that was the downfall right there. But we ain't gonna go into that.
Yeah, it's old business now, So
yeah, but I just wanted.
But you know what I would love though? You know what I would love if we can get 2021. If we can find a way to get 2021 Pollard in his mug.
You want to trade for Pollard?
No. I said 2021's Pollard.
I thought you wanted Pollard back.
Nah, man.
I wouldn't be opposed to getting Pollard back for like 10 mil, 8 mil. But hey, Jaden Blue, if he developed into half what Pollard was, we'd be straight.
We would be straight. Yeah.
Dallas, I feel like we straight, man. As long as the defense get it together and play more man coverage. I'm still opposed to keeping Diggs. Like Diggs, I don't think he want to be here, man. But that's just me. Get something out of him while you still can, because even when Diggs come back, it's like, it just is what it is, bro. But anyway, it's Victory Monday. Cowboys fans should be happy, man. We 3-3-1. We should beat Denver next week because Denver started off so slow. They just killed themselves, and the Giants should have won yesterday, but the Giants did what they had to do.
One thing I can say this before you go, fam. I hope they start off slow again, because if the Cowboys get up 20 to 30 points, it's sayonara. Hell no. We're gonna continue to put the boot to throat. Appreciate you for calling in, Chief.
Yes, sir, Law.
Yes, from 205. I got Money Making Mall with a super chat for $4.99. I feel like our offense remind me of the Denver offense when they got Manning to put up crazy numbers, and that offense was special. Yeah, that offense was special. They went all the way to the Super Bowl. They lost it, got beat dog down really bad by the Carolinas. And then the following year, I believe, they revamped it. No. They won the Super Bowl against Carolina, but that year before that time frame, I think it was 2014, they made it to the Super Bowl and they got dog whooped by the Seattle Seahawks. And then that following year, they revamped everything and put all of everything on that defense. And they won it in 2015 versus Carolina when they revamped their defense. We could probably do the same. But you got to have that vision. But that is a good comparison. I do like that. But one thing I can say, somebody said that not Trayvon Diggs, but Jadon Blue supposed to be our baby version of Tony Pollard. It's still a possibility. That he can be that. Yeah. To the next caller I got from the 817 Cowboys, Dwayne.
Hey, good evening to you, Law. How you doing today?
Man,
Happy Victory Monday.
Happy Victory Monday to you, my brother. What you got for me?
Yes, sir. I was saying I was going to keep Trayvon because if they're playing more men, that's where he flourished at.
Right.
He's not a zone player. He's a create on his own type of go on the fly. He's man to man, and that's where he needs to stay at. But like you said earlier, I think they did rush. I think both parties are in the wrong for rushing each other back. He should have waited a little bit longer, a little bit more comfortable on his knee, and build his confidence a little bit more. So then when he goes out and make a mistake, people won't be downing on him. You know what I mean? Like he is now. Like, let's get rid of him. Let's get rid of him. Have faith in him. Just let him work in this man-to-man system. They play more of that. That will be great because that's his strength.
Yeah, yeah.
And another thing I was thinking, you think that Dak would take a discount or they would restructure his contract in order to keep Pickens and Williams? Because that's gonna be a hit next year.
I get it. That was a talking point that was from the 3-ladder, 4-ladder network with Dak Prescott touching his money. People fail to realize he already touched his money. He already restructured his contract. But there still could be a possibility. But we got $30 million we can sign. Look, the money that was not spent on Michael Parsons, it still exists. It's still here. So that was the whole thing. Remember, the Cowboys were saying that the reason why they were saving money is to pay Michael Parsons. Well, Parsons is gone now. So you still have that $30 to $35 million to spend. And the Cowboys have every means to pay Pickens because there's no other person that they got to pay outside of Brandon Aubrey, and normally when you look at all of that, kickers don't cost that much, by the way. So the Cowboys got enough money to pay whoever they want. It's just up to them to do it.
Yeah, that's true. But the question I want to know, Jerry's going to use up in his picks to get an edge rusher or even a middle linebacker. That's for right now. I'm not thinking about for the future, but for right now, if you're trying to win right now, wouldn't that be best to invest in either an edge rusher like Crosby, or I wouldn't say Henderson because Henderson's not really a run defender. He's more of just rushing the passer.
Yeah.
But Crosby's all around. But when you think if he's saying, well, we didn't pay Parsons because we can get 2 or 3 other people, but you have yet to say anything. It sounds good to everybody's ears.
Yeah.
Come to it, you ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. I think that right now Max Crosby would probably be the better person that he can go out there and get. The only problem is that we got to play him in a few weeks. So normally teams don't like to trade away their guys when they got to face them and all of this, unless it's for entertainment purposes. And if Jerry Jones, as old and gray as he is, and I would say this respectfully, Jerry should reach out to Al Davis' son, I forgot his first name, and say, hey, Al Davis' son, my mentor was your father. And what I can do is let's work out something. I will give you this, and let's make this game a remarkable game, and let's make this something like what we did against the Packers week 3, like a revenge type of thing. I think that Davis might look at it and say, yeah, they're losing anyway, right? There could be a situation where they can pump that up and have a revenge type of situation and have Max Crosby to go up against his old team, and it can be the same thing. I would do that. I would try to wheel and deal and sell it from the entertainment purposes and get them a first-round pick. They traded with the Raiders before. Remember? That's how they got Amari Cooper. So they can do the same thing. And that's what I would do. If the Cowboys have Crosby on this particular team, it would help out the secondary. It would help out the middle of the field because now you got an absolute pass rusher that can also stop the run, and you got your all-around weapon. There you go.
Yeah, and you can rotate out Osa, keep Osa fresh as well too.
There you go. Matter of fact, the Cowboys got enough moves to make 2 moves, and I'll be happy as all get out.
Yeah, if they make that move, it'll be snoring. Whenever they make that move, because we know it ain't gonna happen. But can I get my prediction on the game this coming up weekend? I got Cowboys 35. I got the Broncos 20 because they ain't gonna play good the first 3 quarters. They might try to pump it up in the fourth, but I say 35-28 Cowboys.
Come on with it, man. Appreciate you. That's a real early prediction, man. But I'll take it. 35-28, 24, I believe he said. Appreciate him, man. Appreciate everybody who tuned in and watched this show. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate you. You was at the game. I know he was pumped. Battle Cowboy 899. Appreciate you. This week on Cowboys and Chill, we will have Everson Walls. He just committed earlier today, so he will be in the building on Thursday. Tomorrow we will be doing Cowboys Collective. This Wednesday we're still trying to iron out the time. It will be Super Friends Cowboys. We are in second place in the division. We're no longer third. We're no longer fourth or any of those other places. We in second, and we coming for that number one spot. And we, I believe, going to get there. Jermaine Johnson is a sack master as well. Could be cheap, but, hey, he have injuries behind him. Okay, yeah, we don't want injured guys. Cowboy Nation, I really appreciate you guys so much. Let's check right back into our new sponsors of this show. I appreciate y'all. Go roll one with me.
Life been a little crazy lately. One thing that helped me unwind, cornbread hemp, CBD gummies. Have you been looking for a natural way to relieve stress, aches, and discomfort? Cornbread hemp CBD gummies are made to help you feel better, whether it's stress, discomfort, or just needing a little relaxation for the nation. They only use the best part of the hemp plant, the flower, for the purest and the most potent CBD, formulated to help relieve discomfort and stress. So right now, Law Nation listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/law and use code LAW at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/law and use the code LAW. Let's get it.
No doubt. Be sure to check out the information in the description box. I just want to give a round of applause to my homie right here, Sharetta Chicken Metcalf. She absolutely dominated this weekend. She won the fight. She's fighting to get her belt back. And let's be sure to support Dallas natives over here, and we can get things going the best way possible. So be sure to reach out to her, congratulate her. She put Dallas on her back, and she was victorious this weekend. This is the link to that particular video, and I can't play the audio because we got some, we got copyrighted music in there. That's the best way to say it. So shout out to Sharetta Chicken Metcalf, man. She signed with Jake Paul in their most value promotion boxing club, and they're doing some great things. The next fight that we got is Alicia Baumgardner. She's part of the network too. That's my other homie. So we're going to make sure that next month she be victorious as well. I should have went to this fight, but it was just so far, man. It was like 8 hours from Dallas. Man, Texas is large and it's going southward. So shout out to her. She was able to be victorious this week. Hopefully next month, Alicia Baumgardner. And I know Alicia right now saying, hopefully, Law, you ready to swear up? I'm like, wait a minute, because she don't like that word, hopefully. She's saying, I'm going to win, right? So she said she want revenge. She want to get that belt, and she's going to get it one way or another. So George says, Law got more commercials than Shaq. I'm trying to get there where Shaq at, And, hey, let's get it. Let's go. Cowboy Nation, everyone that's listening and part of these type of episodes, let's continue to grind to shine. Hey, just like I say, a prize fighter, even on his way down, he continued to swing. You just never know. You just never know what can happen and what will happen. All you got to do is keep yourself steadfast. Keep yourself hungry. Keep yourself rooted and mindset together. And know that the possibilities of anything and everything is right here at its own. Cowboys, we are victorious. Just Blaze says Law Nation beard cream is coming soon. And he ain't lying. That's the next on this list. But I will say this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around this beautiful globe. We need Detroit to lose tonight. It's Playmaker 2-4. We should get things going the best way possible. Mama said that there will be days literally just like this. And as this room depart, keep your head high all the way through the finish, Cowboy Nation. Keep your mindset moving. Don't be satisfied with this. Keep your head down as it relates to you working, but keep your mindset head high all the way through the finish. If you can combine the two, you can get with what I'm going. If there's one thing a man should always do, is mainly to himself stay true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they bring or mean makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because raised voices turn those hearts into stone. You see in the beginning with brother our rival, brother rower, brothers the morals of life, live love and respect for another. Then there are those who will try to be smart. They would take the decent man to alter his heart, to seek to rip him apart. Those men you should never call a friend, because they bend the lies around the truth to meet their end, Cowboy Nation. In the words of the playmaker himself.
Oh my God! Did you see that game?
If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep. If all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, all that you scheme and dream is about it. If you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, play for it, lose all terror of that beautiful mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity. Neither cold poverty or the famished shall feign sickness of body or brain.
Take the money out, all of it.
Can turn you away from the things you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset. With the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation and those who listening, happy Victory Monday to you all. We about longest stream in the world, baby.
Time to run it off. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell 'em run it off. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it off. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell 'em run it off. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it off. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell 'em run it off. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it off. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell 'em run it off. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it off. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Niger, he'll come through.